Again, the law will start a little bit early probably. About a couple minutes early, but better than late, I'd say. Shall we have the pledge to flag? Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's have a word of prayer. Lord, we thank you for this day, for the many blessings that we enjoy. And Father, we'd ask that you would have us all in one mindset tonight to try to do what we can do to help our people of this county. Guide us and direct us in all we do. We ask in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen.
John goes off. I said, John goes off.
I'm gonna open that up, little boy.
Okay, stand for your action.
Dizzle Potter.
Here.
John Brown.
Here.
Stanley Rigsby.
Here.
Brandon Evans.
Here.
Anthony Lockton. Stanley Franklin.
Here. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome everybody here, whether you be on the TV or on the air or however, or if you're here in person. We'd like to invite you to come anytime you want to and ask a question if you want to. We may not be able to answer it, but you can answer it. Okay, our first order of business is opening these bids on these FEMA projects that are to be done. And I have two that are here, and Mr. Rigsby, if you look at them, see they're not open. They haven't been opened.
Nope, looks like they have been to me.
They're sealed up and got one of them's got staples in it.
Look, I'm staples at me, Stanley.
Probably should have gone down to the press and got a sharp knife.
They had plenty down there.
I bet they did, and guns to go with them.
Guns to go with it.
But you wouldn't pick them clear off.
Okay, it looks as if we only have two participating, and one is King Creek Drilling from Zoe, Kentucky, and the other one is Hinkle Environmental Services, Richmond. So we'll start out with the first site is the Paddock Road site. Let's see, it's King Creek bid on that particular one is $78,245.66.
78 what?
$78,245.66. And the Hinkle bid is $76,921.32.
King Creek.
King Creek.
Thanks.
The second site is Devon Branch, which King Creek was $32,969.86, and the Hinkles was $13,993.76. third one is Upper Sand Lake Site 1. And Concrete was 18,035.29. And, that project was $20,036.28.
20, that's Hinkle?
That is Hinkle,
What was 20,000 what?
$20,036.28.
Which road was that?
That's Upper Sand Lake Site 1. Let me back up to that second project there. They've got more than one project on the same page here. The Devon Branch project, the King Creek was 32,969.86. Is that correct?
That's what I wrote down.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And the Hinkle project, their total was 35,123.72. I quoted that 13, I think, and that was wrong.
35 what now?
35,123.72.
Yeah, that was just a portion of
That's,
that project. You just quoted the railroad, just rail.
I quoted a different one then. They've
Oh, you already
got
quoted a whole different-
multiple projects on the same page and I didn't go through. Now the Upper Sand Lake project, King Creek was 18,035.29. Is that what I said the first time?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then the Hinkles was 20,036.28.
Yes.
All right.
Both these bids, finished products that they're turning in?
That is with Blacktop, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's
Yeah, I mean, that's them
whatever
doing everything other than blacktop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, our price got the blacktop in it, I think.
Oh, well, that was it called for in the statistics or the
Specification.
specifications call for blacktop?
Pardon?
Did the specifications call for
Yeah, that
blacktop?
blacktop listed.
I don't know if they did.
Did it, Irene?
I don't think it called for blacktop. I'm not positive, but
You go back and look at the regional form that sent out, it had blacktop on it. The regional packet that was sent out. We put the blacktop price there where you can take it out.
Right, you have it separate. Did you bid it with blacktop?
No, I just bid it with something steel, crib and back.
Okay. Yeah, yours has a blacktop portion in it. I see it there. This has DGA
You got
aggregate
one of the
bill.
regional bid packets there?
No, I don't think we do. Linda that took care of that isn't here tonight. We did read the ad though, the advertisement's on your desk.
yeah, it's in there, right?
But it didn't call for blacktop, the one that went in the paper.
Blacktop was listed on some of the roads.
Okay.
That's how we got the square yard, or the square, the length and the width of the patch. That's how we, because it's listed on that worksheet.
Okay.
Well, it wouldn't be a true comparison if one bid it with
I think
it.
I've got one of them
You remember
bid
that? I've got the
packets.
bid
If
in
you
the
want me
office
to
in
go
there.
get it. I've got one if you want me to go get it.
I've got one, I think, laying on my desk.
You got your key?
Yes, sir.
Well, no, I mean, this has got aggregate fill base right here.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it does pay
What?
an asphalt. That's an asphalt.
Don't graduate.
Yeah, my thoughts.
Well, some of this, what FEMA had said here is that they do have aggregate field base, and how many tons of asphalt. So some of these projects do show that.
Yeah, some do and some do not.
I don't know if they are doing it wrong. Actually, they only have it.
The first one here, I don't see any, blacktop listed on it. On the,
Well, aggregate field.
yeah, but
That's just gravel.
It's in a paddocker that's down there where it's talking about all the way down to paddocker on the big one. He's
Okay,
not even
asphalt's
blacktop
the
right now anyway.
finalized
That's what I thought, some of them had blacktop. and-
There's some that has asterisk, some doesn't, this doesn't. This does. Yeah, there's some that don't, so there's some that do.
Railroad Pool doesn't have blacktop on
Yeah,
it.
there's some that don't have asphalt, so I don't know how we can handle that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Well, he's got a packet though, but this is the ad that went in the paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna list all of them, gonna go get them.
Well, it looks like that some of the FEMA requirement did call
Yeah,
for
some of them got
asphalt.
blacktop on them, some of them don't.
Mhm,
Yeah, now all of them don't have paving set up on them, some of them do, attached with that.
mhm,
I mean, we did the ones that set up in the bid package, you know, some of them we did.
mhm.
It's listed there in our bid, it's got paving.
Right, right.
That's what we bid from that bid package.
Okay.
We can go on and go down through all these and then come back to the ones that's got blacktop and ones that don't have. Verify which one does, which one does not.
We'll read off the one that doesn't have it first.
Right. Well, I'll just read the whole thing right now and then we'll go back and adjust. That make any sense? All right, the White Oak Branch site, one, King Creek was 9936.53. 9936.53.
Is that 9,000?
Yeah, $9,936.53. And Hinkle's was 13,993.76.
Do you want me to already calculate while you're doing this, because we're gonna have
Those
to,
two.
I mean, what do you all wanna do? What do you think we should do in this situation? Where he didn't bid the asphalt portion. I don't know.
I don't know, I mean, y'all can, you want everybody fair, you know, you want to have fair bids, but then at the same time, I mean, there's deadlines and, you know, we can't stop the whole process because somebody might not have bid right. I think the court can vote.
I mean, we can take out his asphalt portion.
Yeah.
And it'll be comparable.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be fair, would it? I mean,
I don't know. How would it not if it's
he
comparable?
didn't even put a price in for asphalt.
He asked for asphalt, he didn't put it in, that's his mistake.
Well, the ad that went in the paper though, we gotta be careful because it didn't, I don't think it said anything about asphalt.
I know sometimes when we bid these before, the county will take care of the blacktop for their in-kind contribution and stuff like that. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not, but
Because we do have to have an in-kind.
that has, the in-kind
Well, I
has
mean, I
done
just
before.
think that it would be comparable if you
Mhm.
leave the blacktop portion out. And someone didn't, because he has it divided up, you can easily leave out the aggregate. That would be comparable to me. That seems fair.
If it's both of them have aggregate in there,
It's
then just
itemized.
one of them not have blacktop or,
Yeah, I think, did you not bid any asphalt at all, Mr.?
King.
Yes, King. Okay.
I
So,
mean, if we paid any asphalt, it might have made our whole bid, you know, might made it completely different, you know, other than just dumping off the blacktop.
But it was on the first bid sheet and it's not in the paper, right?
yeah, I mean, you all read it,
I don't think that.
I didn't see asphalt in the paper.
Really, it looked like the first thing that they would rebid it.
Just rebid
I
it.
mean, that'd be the first thing to do, you know.
Well, we can do it.
Because if it was on one bid and then it wasn't in the paper, you know, some of them went by the paper, you know.
Well, let him bring his packet in too. Let's let him bring it in and make sure it was on. Because I don't know where it went out, Linda.
Go bring your packet in, let's
If you
look
don't
at it.
care. I mean,
That Oak Road don't have the blacktop on it.
No, Paddleker don't have blacktop
I
on
mean, maybe
it
we
right
could go
now.
ahead and do the ones that weren't asphalt at all. Because those were fairly bid. The ones without asphalt altogether, and we could get those started. that
Does your
way.
bid have bringing it all the way back up to aggregate, all the way back up to nothing but the blacktop?
Yeah, top and blacktop, yeah.
So, I mean, those would be comparable. They didn't have blacktop at
The
all.
only difference would be in the bids in the
The
ones
only
that actually had
difference would be the
blacktop
ones that had asphalt.
would be his. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everything be ready for them to run their surface of blacktop
Now,
over.
Mr. King, would you go back and bid it if the asphalt has to be included?
Would I go back and bid if the asphalt?
Yeah, we need to rebid the ones that had to have asphalt.
I probably could, but now, I mean, it'd take some time to put it all together.
Oh, we understand. Both of you would be given time
How
to.
is that gonna be fair? He already knows his
They
bid,
have
which means, you know,
They've already read off?
He will go,
I didn't go and see it.
Well, we didn't read all of them yet. so
Anthony, that happens all the time though, when they rebid something, everybody knows each other's
Everyone
bids.
knows each other's bids, yeah. I mean,
And
we
they go
have to
back to the drawing
rebid
board and they both lower the
sometimes.
price.
Yeah.
They have their steel listed out separate, I'm sure, and their cribbing backfill. And they should have the blacktop listed out separate.
They do.
Well, it seems to me then if it's all listed out separate, then in other words, what you would do, in other words, is take the price of the blacktop off of their bid there and add the price of the steel together to see where we're at together.
Oh, you got the same thing we're looking at here.
Yeah, see,
I
it's
see
got
what
the
you're
black here, I mean, it's,
Yeah, I'm looking at that exact same thing. I understand what you're saying. Okay, well, what about this? The ones that didn't have asphalt, maybe we could go through today and finish up those and see where we
but see, that
stay.
might make our bid different if we hadn't even had to deal with asphalt.
No, but some of them didn't have asphalt.
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
about the ones that didn't have asphalt.
Yeah.
And then we could go back and rebid the ones that had asphalt, both of you. Go back and rebid and do that. That seems the fairest, don't you
Yeah,
think?
well, I mean, that's showing our bid, you know.
Well, nobody's seeing it yet.
I mean, when you read them off there.
We're gonna only read off the ones that didn't have asphalt from here on out. You know, well, I mean, if they come in too high, we had to go back and tell Frederick and May last week,
But I mean,
they were too high and they had to go, we had
I
to.
mean, the same
rebid.
thing was passed out to everybody, right?
Mhm. But the ad in the paper did not include asphalt.
Yeah. But I mean, this
So-
bid packet did.
Well, I mean,
I mean, your specs, I mean, was the advertisement?
it doesn't say anything about asphalt.
first paragraph too.
But it says repair of briars, rolls, drilling. I mean, would that be repairing the road?
Well, it
That'd be-
says that and then it gives you the semicolon, they say, here's what we want. And to me, that, but I mean, that's up to the fiscal court here. They hope to- Whatever
Yeah.
they think. But yeah, I'm looking at the same thing you're looking
I
at.
mean, we bid, this is what we bid, you know,
Mhm.
or what we turned the quote in.
So what he's looking at is the one that says, at the bottom of each one of these projects, it says a certain amount of asphalt. So at the bottom of each one of these, it did
I
say
mean-
that.
I mean, I'm just saying, we just bid the way it was spec'd out, and if you back up and then do it different, I mean, that's kind of only different than the way it was set up to bid in the beginning.
Well, I believe the thing to do is go back and read the thing over and specify the ones that's got blacktop and the ones that does not have.
But, yeah, I mean, that's done on this sheet here.
Yeah, that's the way we need to go back, I believe, make it fair for everybody. What do you fellows think about it?
I think that sounds good to me. I mean, it's kind of messed up deal.
But I mean, that's already more or less been done. I mean, we bid according to the packet that we picked up from the,
Only trouble of it is that blacktop is getting up so late. If we don't bid it out now, it'll get done this year probably.
You ain't gonna get no blacktop on them this year anyway.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. They're gonna
You won't
close
get no
down until me.
blacktop. You won't get no blacktop spring of the year. They'll be shutting down in less than a month.
but I mean, I'm just kind of going, I mean, we bid it way it was spec'd out in the beginning, and if it could, you know, change it, I mean, that kind of regroup.
Well, I admit it's confusing. It's one way on that
Advertising.
notice in the paper, and it's probably another way on the packet that you got.
Yeah, I mean, this is the only way you could bid the job. You couldn't bid the job with that.
Well, you could, you just have to leave off part of it.
Well, no, he's saying this gave so much specification.
Oh, okay.
This gives you your linear feet,
Feet on
this gives you
everything.
everything. So did you just overlook the asphalt portion, Mr. King? Did you just overlook the asphalt portion on that? Did you receive the packet just like he did?
Yeah, I'm sure we did.
Okay. Did you just overlook the asphalt portion?
Well,
I
no.
mean, you could.
We called here today and talked to the road foreman.
Mhm.
And
He
not
called,
gonna be no
talked to
black,
Linda.
I'm sorry?
there was not gonna be no blacktop bidding on this.
He
We called.
did call. That's what I was just saying. He called and he talked to Linda, and then Linda forwarded him on to the road foreman, and then they called back to confirm that they both told him no asphalt.
I'd say Lynn Bean was thinking that was probably our in
It's
kind.
too late and it's our in kind then, yeah.
Yeah.
Our
That's
in-kind-
where,
our
that's what I
in-kind
thought I
You
heard.
receive a call, I mean, if anything, I mean,
No, he called in and asked
but I mean,
specifically.
you know, we should have been called, you know, what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I didn't.
I mean, we just went ahead and bid the asphalt. Well, he's been on the.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from.
Does about all of them get asphalt, or just a few of them?
How many of them don't have
There's
asphalt?
some that don't. How many projects did not get asphalt? Let's see.
Name the ones off, that way we put a check
Okay.
by them that don't have asphalt.
Morgan, Pat Oker does not.
No, Pat Oker does not,
Okay.
'cause it's a gravel road. If you're talking about the slip all the way up at the head of it,
Big Mandy does not.
does not get blacktop?
Big Mandy does not, no.
Okay.
According to this, it does not.
Railroad Fork does not. Pat Oak Ranch, the second site does not. Bear Branch Road does not. Pack Lane Road does not.
See all those blacktop roads, but
That's it.
And the Walters Branch, does not. That highest,
Walter's Branch. Wait a minute. Are you just looking at his?
Water
No, you need to
Branch,
look
yeah.
at this stuff. This is famous, not what he did.
well,
I don't know what Walter's Branch said, but I agree with you on the ones I was looking at. I didn't have Walter's Branch.
I'm gonna say Walter's Branch is not even on the list.
you
It's
did
one
say
big
White Oak
project
Branch, didn't you?
separated
Or did you say
separate.
Waters Branch? I may have.
Walters Branch was the last one we mentioned.
Okay, so White Oak's got blacktop.
It's the big project, Walter's Branch is. I don't think we have the information on it right
White Oak have blacktop? Or was it one of them, I may have searched it wrong?
White Oak does have
It
a
had
little bit of
blacktop.
blacktop.
Okay.
But I mean, I think it would have been fair for us. It's fair for everybody with the ones with no asphalt. We can move forward with those.
I agree.
And then
Ones
we
without
can
and the
leave
others
the
are
rest
with.
of them and quit, and not say anyone bid.
I mean, technically, we did. I mean, that says
If that's what we do,
just do it again. It doesn't matter.
If it's part over,
There's not
then
fairness,
we'll
isn't
just
an issue. We're
Only
doing
one
one.
with.
That way they can't say nobody, well, he's seen this or he's seen that, if we're not reading them.
Right,
Because they've only read off four. And the first one is with.
because I mean, we won't
Keep
read
the
them.
ones, keep the ones, keep the ones out that actually,
It's the grab persons without
Without,
blacktop.
yeah.
Right,
they,
right.
if the rest of them ain't be read, don't let nobody else in.
I mean, I think that would be, because I mean, they did, because those without asphalt. Those were
This is not my
terrible.
concern.
That's the thing.
You just want to go.
I mean,
So actually, you've only read three that's.
That had gravel. I mean, asphalt, yeah. But I mean, that happened, like I said, bids get read, and if it's way too high, everyone has to go back to the drawing board.
Well, I mean, the notice itself there basically says we can accept them or we can just, call for another one,
Yeah,
so.
right. I mean, well, you have the right to do that. Of course, I don't know, they can probably take a motion by you all if you want to do the ones without asphalt. How you want to proceed.
Would we want to go ahead with the ones with the, both got the, all got the gravel on it, do that? And leave the ones out of with asphalt as of this bid opening here now? What do
That way we can move on those.
you think?
Don't make no difference. Really, I mean, if Hinkle bidding was asphalt, if that was on the bid, I mean, it ain't their fault that the other company left it off,
It's, we've got it in the part that went in the paper,
Yeah.
the packages on that.
But still, they all got a bid sheet, so we can bid either way, it don't make no difference. We can either bid them out or rebid them or whatever y'all wanna do.
Yeah, I really think, I mean, if they did get the bid packet.
Well, maybe we need a clarification on what we want here tonight and bid the whole thing over again. We're not getting, like you say, we're not getting blacktop this time of year.
Any delay is ones that they're trying to get done. But it don't matter.
Like on some of these jobs, though, some of them bid, they bid them, if they was close to another job, they might have bid them a little bit cheaper. Cause they wouldn't have a job right down the road.
Equipment are beside it. Where they were furnished the blacktop.
Yeah.
Might make a difference at the price of the other.
Yeah. Well, if we go ahead with the ones that doesn't have any blacktop on it, is that permissible with you fellas? Is that all right? An agreement with no blacktop, go ahead and take those bids down and see where we come out, okay?
So big Mandy's the first one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we should have been, that kind of misses the whole bid of the whole, we bid it one way and we thought we bid it the way it's supposed to be bid and didn't know anything about the asphalt. I'm sure Gary, I mean, he's right on his part too,
Yeah.
leaving it out when he called somebody that told him to leave it out.
When you get to the end of it, get all the figures together, there may be so much difference there that the blacktop wouldn't even come close to covering it or making it either one. It might be a decision on down the road here in the next 30 minutes to work out.
Yeah, but I mean,
But if we're, on the blacktop bid, we don't wanna read off no more numbers. If we're not
No.
gonna take the bid on them,
Right.
How long would it take you all to rebid them?
I'm about like him. I think there was both of us is sitting here taking each other's bids down, and it's kind of not fair to each one here. What we need to do, I think, and this is just me, is go ahead with the steel and let both of us bid on the blacktop, whether he gets the steel or I get the steel, bid on the job for blacktop after it's all over with.
I mean, our price is included in it, our blacktop price is included in there. And if we'd have left the blacktop out completely, that might have changed our bid on the other item.
The Hinkle guy didn't mess up, he should be punished. Blacktop was included.
If you was gonna add blacktop, that would've made the job go for it's been more cheaper, right? Out over the whole run,
We're adding the blacktop, no, I mean, we weren't having to sub the blacktop out, I mean, we weren't gonna do it. Or you still be managing the blacktop and having to make sure it's done correct, that's gonna make your price even big higher, The Hinkle Environmental is not the paving anymore, they're two completely different companies.
how many roads is actually supposed to have blacktop on it?
They're both.
It's about half and half, I think.
No, there's less than, How many do this one? Let me write them down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I put the right checks by them, 6 of them don't, but it won't hurt to double check them.
There's 11 that do.
And there's 17, so that'd be 11 with.
But I think he said also Walter's Branch. Are you saying it didn't have asphalt? Did Walter's Branch have asphalt?
I don't even have Walter's Branch on my list.
I know, I don't either, so. Irene? How did he get to bid Walter's Branch? Did we have something else that we gave to you for Walter's Branch?
Pardon?
Did you bid Walter's Branch?
Yes.
Their Walter's Branch isn't in this. Do you have something for it as
No,
well?
it's separate. All we've got is a fact sheet on it.
And did it have asphalt? Okay.
It's just got all the information on either project.
Well, of the ones besides Walter's Branch, I have 6 also.
Yeah.
So there's 6 that are no asphalt
We didn't put any asphalt on, we didn't put any asphalt on it.
on Walter's
On
Branch.
Walter's Branch.
Okay.
So that would make.
Okay, so there's 7 projects with no asphalt. So are you saying your price for the no asphalt would change? For the no
Well,
asphalt
if it's one
project?
way or the other, it might make the bids change. You know, if we didn't have any, if you didn't have to deal with asphalt completely, that would definitely make the quote change, but we'd have to be responsible for it. It's just like a Greg calling a price from somebody, he would probably have to mark their price up to manage, he has to see that the paving gets completed. Whoever pulled him on the paving, he would have to, odds are, he would have to mark their price up somewhere. He has the option to do it or not do it, you know.
Well, if you had a project
He has to
down there.
make sure he sells the job to the county, you know, he has to sell the product. Make sure the paving's done correctly and
If you had a job down there right close to the blacktop plant, and you had one 20 miles out in the county, this one here next blacktop plant could be bid, you would think, a little cheaper than the one on Sand Lake. I mean, you know, just, you'd think it would be anyway.
Which don't we have a price, a good price from Fort Blacktop?
Yeah, we've got, payment price, I'm sure, somewhere.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
you
if
mean
we
the-
buy,
No.
if we buy Blacktop, we've got a Blacktop price.
I don't, I think we'd be better off just to go it over, do the whole thing.
That's what I say.
I mean,
I'll make that motion.
Get our ducks in a row before we,
I'll make a motion, we rebid all of it.
all right. Motion's been made, Denzel, second Stanley, that we rebid the whole project. All in favor? Hold like sign. We'll, resubmit the packages to you fellas of what we are gonna
To
do
give these back to them.
and get these back to you fellas, what you brought in.
Don't get them mixed up.
Yeah, don't get them mixed up.
No.
Are you opening this up so that anyone else would be able to bid it again as well, or just these 2?
We
Yeah,
can get it, we have to.
It's open, wide open.
Where's the rules? This is the, is that King? Who is this one?
King Creek, one of them. Is that it on there? You don't have the name on it.
Make sure there ain't no papers left in them envelopes.
This is loose.
we need to make sure that all local roads that we're gonna bid are listed on this list again. Did you say, Walters Branch was not on your list, Mr. King?
Yeah, it's on my list.
Was it on your list?
Yeah.
So you had Walters Branch on both of them?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I was afraid I might have got left off.
Well, it did come and get me off, but
If we're not bidding them, I'd hand them back to them right now. If we're not bidding them, I'd hand them back to them right now. They've got them wrote down back there too, so it really don't matter about them.
Gotta make it first order, cheaper, we would've read them all.
I would like to go back to the report.
I apologize for the delay, gentlemen. I appreciate your all's interest in it. Hoping you can, participate the next time we do this.
Well, I guess we'll turn around and do it right now.
Ask them how long they think we would need to rebid. That way we can set a date to rebid.
If it's open yet, if it's open yet, get it back in paper.
Let's see, we have to get it back in paper and,
We'll ask them
again.
how long it take them to rework their bids. Because they did bid.
How long do you think it'll take you to rework your bids, you fellows?
Judge, I'm not real sure that I'm not real sure that I'll rebid.
Okay.
Because, I've spent some time on it, putting it together. I think, maybe you fellas ought to be able to do something here tonight to settle all of this other than the blacktop, and maybe let us bid on the blacktop. I've been in these deals before, and it just seemed like that when you bid the second time, everybody knows everybody's bidding this and that, and y'all won't get the blame for it.
We get the blame anyway, Mr. King. We get the blame anyway, so, but there is, an in-kind that they reminded me of here that our county department can do,
The blacktop.
which may take up some of that blacktop, and we did not, specify that in this bid, so we need to clarify that on both of you's account. But we would invite you to come back if you will, so.
Yeah. Okay.
The only objection, I think if it's rebid, it's just the one that's yours for that, don't want to just submit a rebid, for that.
Well, I don't know whether it works that way or not. I think it's open,
Yeah,
to the public again.
okay. I mean, we probably don't want to
Now, you may end up being the only one.
They may don't mean go back and raise his prices.
Yeah, don't be raising your prices just because Mr. King said he might not come back. But, yeah, we'll have to get that to you, though, about the asphalt, though. We gotta get that clarified. I don't think that was... I guess the road department thought it was going to be done in-house.
Is that had been a practice that they've done before in the past, is to do the in-kind part from the road department?
I've still got one road 5 branch that we done last year before last, still ain't got that spot of blacktop on it.
Because it's the in-house.
I'm assuming that's why. I can't say for sure, but I'm assuming that's why.
We never did lay none ourselves, we always get Hinkle.
Well, I didn't think we had any blacktop equipment, and I'd hate to see what it would look like if it wasn't laid correctly.
Get done cheap like that.
We will get in touch with both of you. I will by phone when we find out when it's going to be bid again. We have to work through the paper. It's 2 weeks, I think, but their next paper will be next Thursday, and then the following Thursday. Is that correct? We'll
I'll
have,
be able to open up a regular meeting.
Yeah.
It'll be the second Thursday.
and then open it at our regular meeting. It's the second Thursday in November. But you can drive steel and lay aggregate even in the wintertime, can't you? I mean, it's not like having to wait on, pardon?
I'm sorry, I spoke over the top of you, I'm very sorry. You can't lay blacktop of a winter.
No, I say you can't, but you can drive steel and put the rock down and stuff like that. Yeah, I know you can't lay the blacktop.
Yeah.
That's
Is that when
understandable.
we're opening bridge bids too? No, the second Thursday.
Oh, no, you're right. I think we're doing that too. That'll be fun. What did I do? I need to bring your computer.
You may go to calendar, see when that'll be your second
Do
Thursday.
you know the second Thursday, what's the date of
I think
that?
it's the 12th.
The 12th, November 12th, I think it was.
Jennifer, where's your calendar?
Is that 3 weeks?
You buy your hair now, get your phone and look up.
Yeah, 3 weeks
Oh.
from today, you probably get it
I
done.
thought you told me to put it on my calendar.
I was looking for the, is it 12th? I went for
So we need to try to hold it prior to then, give contractors time.
What now?
Prior to our next meeting.
No, just, that gives them 3 weeks from today to redo it.
It will be the
For that regular 3 weeks, all we're gonna lose is a week if we wait till our regular meeting to open it.
Yeah.
The price ain't gonna change on all the last ones, no way,
Huh?
probably the price won't change on them.
I wouldn't
On the
think
last
so.
15 of them, or however many, first 4 have changed probably.
Gentlemen, more likely, more than likely, our bids will be open at the regular meeting night, which is 3 weeks from tonight. Our regular meeting is always on the second Thursday of the month. So that'll give you 3 more weeks to plan.
Will there be another bid packet coming out?
There should be.
Well, your specifications that explain,
So
yeah.
it'll be the same bid
based on
packet,
that.
but-
It'll be the same thing, but telling you whether or not the asphalt will be included. We'll get with the road foreman, because for some reason that was their understanding, I guess, is that the blacktop wasn't included in that. So we're gonna have to get that clarified on it.
Yeah.
So when you put your other package out that you're talking about, is it gonna be with blacktop or without blacktop?
Well, that's what we gotta figure out.
It'll be plainly stated that how it's gonna be, till you know how to bid. We also had some bridge projects that were opened, what was it, 2 weeks ago? That they weren't awarded to anybody, so they may be coming out. You may be interested in that, if that comes about.
Them's opening. When is the opening date on them? Have we re-advertised them?
Yeah, I think that's, isn't that gonna be the regular meeting also? The
I think
rebidding
it's
of
the same day, they open the same day.
bridge project? The 80/20 bridge projects, because they were way too high for what we were getting.
I'm not sure of that date.
We'll look into it, John. I don't know. We need to find out though. I'm pretty sure they have.
But I don't know if they do them or not, they could be listed next week, I don't know.
Yeah.
It wasn't tied to this.
No, I know that.
No, it wasn't tied to this.
Is there anything else you gentlemen want to say to us about these projects?
No, I'm all right.
Okay. Okay, we'll try to have that ready then in 3 weeks from tonight, hopefully.
We'll be having an opening 3 weeks from tonight, right?
Yeah. We'll try to have an open. All right, the second item on here is our conference training. I understand it's when next week or whenever.
The 18th.
You can see Linda and get signed up for it whenever or maybe you already have, I don't know.
I think she signed us on.
But we don't have any money to pay the way like we generally have. If you want to go and pay it out of your pocket, well, that's the thing to do. But I don't see how we can pay it right now.
We'll vote on it, and then when the money does come, we'll get it.
Well, I don't know about that. It's always been, I think, a thing in the past is to pay it, but this just kind of caught us in the bind right now. Have you talked to the office about signing you up for it already, all of you? Well, the shape the budget's in, I don't think we can do that. But we always have, I know.
Judge, I've got a suggestion. These FEMA projects that we're doing, are gonna be doing when we get the bids and everything. Why could we not borrow the money to do them and go ahead and transfer the money out of the road fund to take care of the bills and stuff that we've got and put the people back to work and get things to going?
Well, for the same reason that we've always had it, Stanley, we don't have the money to do it with.
Well, that's what I'm saying, we can borrow the money.
We've got more money now pledged to, to come out of the road fund than we've got money for. And I don't know how much borrowing that we can do on the situation our financial statement is right now.
I mean, with their tax increase, I mean, I'm sure that they would, that would increase our borrowing capacity. I don't know how much, but I mean,
Well, you'd think that it would, but we need to wait and see what's going to take place. First of all, we haven't, got none of that done yet. I'm thinking by the end of the year, we'll know what's going to take place. We don't want to borrow if we don't have to.
well, I understand that too, Judge, but we need to keep county government running.
Well, that's what we're
I
trying
mean,
to do.
and these conferences is, it's like the first year out, or the first term I was in. To put it in perspective, going to the conference is kind of like going to a flea market or going to the Southern Festival. When you go to a conference, you've got every state agency, a representative from every state agency, every governmental agency that there is about there. And, the first
And
term
sometimes it's helpful and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just
the first term I was in, I was able to get about $200,000 in blacktop. Last year, we got a little over $200,000. So, I mean, one of the main thing, if not the main thing, is keeping Morgan County in the forefront and keeping our needs on their mind. And that way, with most of the government agencies has some discretionary money. And if you're there and you keep them informed of what's going on in your county, you've got a lot better chance of getting that money than you do if you don't.
I think we've been in the forefront a whole lot lately the way it is last year.
If we hadn't been in the forefront, the piece the governor had in the paper probably wouldn't have been in there. All of the money that was put into the county and the help that we got was, I mean, you've got to have relationships with people and you've got to have your needs before them before they know what to do to help you. I mean, I just don't see, why that we need to grind county government to a halt when all we got to do is talk to KCO and make sure that we can get this money for these FEMA projects and transfer the money like we always have and keep things running.
Well,
And get our county
we've done
moving in
that
the
too
right
much
direction.
now, Stanley. We're in a bind the way it is. We've done that too much now.
I got a $30,000 grant for my park up there that I would have never had I not went to the conferences.
Well, I just don't believe it's a good idea for us to go down there to these conferences in their counties and shape it's in. If we go, we need to go out of our pocket. I don't think the county ought to pay it.
All the other counties do, and they get plenty.
I know, but they're probably better shape than this county is.
We'll just have to vote on it and see.
You have to issue purchase orders.
Do you want us to vote on it now? I'll make a motion that we go to the conference and we're paid for, or the expenses be paid for by the county.
Do I hear a second to that motion?
Second.
All in favor? All opposed?
Read that motion again. I'm sorry.
I make a motion that we are allowed to go to the conference and the expenses be paid for by the county.
Thank you.
Let my position be an A on that, Mr. Clerk.
that motion. Thank you.
Let's see, you want to bring forth our statements of our business, is there anything to present to us? Mr. Harris?
Well, I just, you know, I've done a lot of research and a lot of looking, and if you want to pass them around, please. I just, to me, it's like all the magistrates here are letting their wives go and spend $100 on shoes. But the $100 is not in the bank yet. The $100 is gonna come when they get a project done or whatever. And the women go ahead and spend this $100, but it's not there in the bank. So checks are gonna bounce. And I feel like that's what they're asking us to do right now, is they're asking us to go ahead and write checks for money that's not in the bank. Because I did a comparison. I did a comparison between July, August, and September of 2014, compared it to what we did in July, August, and September of 2015. There was a large number of expenses increased over that time, but the revenue's not there. Prime example, our occupational tax. This one is really hitting close to home. You know, we've talked about people not paying their occupational tax. I can sit here and honestly tell you that whoever was collecting in 2014 were not doing the job that Connie's doing now. Because in 2014, the occupational had only collected $50,000 in taxes. In 2015, for those exact 3 months, Connie has collected 130-some thousand. So she's doing more than her job, you know, above and beyond. So the occupational tax is something that you've got to take into effect. Not to mention, in 2014 and 2000, we had contractors, bucket loads of contractors here in the county working because of the tornado. They're no longer here. They're done, you know, like Codell with these buildings. They're done. They've pulled out. And, you know, I was looking into trying to figure out how much occupational tax we actually did lose with them being gone now, that we're not going to get that in occupational tax anymore. So that makes a big difference. You know, the road department, we've not even begun to hit when the road department, I mean, besides these bids, we've not begun to hit when the road department's going to need the most money. I mean, they've not bought any of the salt yet. We've got winter coming on. They're going to be doing overtime whether we like it or it's either do overtime or not get the roads clean. And you don't get the roads clean, then people can't get to work. So it comes back to bite you in occupational tax. So, you know, we just need to, we need to think about what we're doing as far as spending. I mean, I agree that the guys do need to go to their training, or because you do need to meet people, you do need to get out there. However, if we haven't got the money to pay you all from month to month right now, where's the money going to come to reimburse you for this trip? That's what I don't understand. I mean, as the paper I give y'all out shows, that up there, I compared and got the difference, and then I went and looked at October, November, and December of 2014. And if there was an increase or a decrease, I applied that. Whatever I found in July, August, and September, I applied that to October, November, and December. And that's where these numbers are coming from. You know, prime example for the road, they're going to be spending right at $520,000 in the next 3 months.
What's that on, Tammy?
That'll be gravel, getting the roads ready for winter so that the bottoms don't drop out of them. That's going to be for salt, getting prepared, ready for winter. That's getting the trucks ready, getting the grader, getting the blades fixed on them and making sure everything's up and running.
$520,000?
In the next 3 months, yes, because we don't know. I mean, the way the weather's predicting, we don't know, it may start snowing next week.
Where did you generate them numbers from?
From 2014. That's where I pulled these numbers from. October, November, and December in 2014.
That's what they spent in 2014?
That's what they spent in 2014, yes, sir.
How much difference was there in the revenue?
No, very little.
Okay, so then we should be okay. If we made it 2014 and we got the same amount of revenue this year, there shouldn't be any difference. I mean, I know things have went up a little, but I mean, you know, they've not went up that much, I wouldn't think.
But the problem is, Stanley, is we've already borrowed $250,000 from the road at that rate. And I mean, that's just to get us through these. I mean, we're not even completely done with October's bills. We got $7,700 we still need to pay for the remainder of October's bills, not including payroll. You know, payroll, I run it today just to see, and the numbers we're looking at payroll. If we caught you all up and paid the payroll for the rest of the month, we're looking at almost $48,000 in payroll alone. If we don't catch you all up, we're still looking at $30,000.
Right, it usually runs about $52,000 at the end of the month, don't it?
Pretty close to that.
And about 30 during the...
But the thing, I mean, yes, you know, I even went back and looked. I tried to come up with the number that you had for projecting the occupational tax, the increase. Yes, in January, in November and December, it's going to bring in a revenue, if I calculate right, of $204,000. But we don't get that till January.
Right.
We can't spend $204,000 in November, December, anticipating it comes in January. People may, I mean, who knows what the world's gonna hold, you know? In November, they may say, that increase was too high, I'm not gonna go to work tomorrow. Well, there's one we've lost.
I understand that, but I mean...
We can't spend our chickens, let alone count them before they're hatched.
Well, I mean, you know, it don't matter what the tax rate is. We've always had this problem, and it ain't gonna change.
You know, I looked through the books, and we have never went this high. We have borrowed. I've looked.
Right.
We have borrowed from the road to the general,
Right.
but not no $250,000. The highest one I ever found was $105,000. So we're already $250 in the hole.
That's what I'm saying. They something that ain't right some way. I mean, because we wouldn't be borrowing that much if there wasn't something wrong. I mean, I know things has increased, but the county's bills, surely to goodness, has not went up that much.
Yes.
Well, the revenue.
Yes, because we are now making payments on the buildings that are completed, that are just.
But that don't come out of the general fund, does it? Other than the utilities.
We've got to pay a portion of it out of the general fund.
We shouldn't have to. That should be when the payment, when the money, the check that me and the judge went to the bank and got the $101,000, that is paid in, and they take the administrative fees out, which you said was about $8,000, and they send the rest of it back.
Well, no, see, that's just it though. It's like Irene's FEMA. We haven't got it back yet. You know, they've got it, but they've not turned it over, so.
Anybody called to see when it'll be coming back? If it'll be back before the next?
No, I have not.
Well, it comes back into rebuild anyway, we don't get it. It gets deposited into rebuild and they determine how much they send to the county as a board, so. But I mean, we just have a lot more expenditures now than we have.
We do have a lot more.
We don't have the revenue coming in that we want to.
We don't have the revenue, it's not there.
Plain and simple. Well, you know about it from the coal service tax, we don't have what we had to come from it.
No, we don't, that dropped dramatically.
Dramatically.
And that helped fund the jail. And we went from coal impact, coal producing to coal impact, which makes you have to put all of the cost severance into the road fund.
Not to mention, we're looking at the sheriffs needing money for their payroll.
Yes.
And we've gotta keep them rolling. I
We
mean,
always help them. We help them every year that I've been here.
but that's more money that we've gotta come up with,
But we don't have it.
that we don't have right now. And I don't feel comfortable about signing these checks, and I don't think you do either if you think about it. I mean, you're not gonna sign your wife a $100 check or a $2,000 check and say, go spend what you want, I'll put the money in there next month and it'll be all right. The checks are gonna bounce.
Well, they won't balance if you transfer the money like we always did.
If you don't have the money in there, you can't transfer it. I mean, we're talking about going ahead and starting these FEMA projects. We've gotta have that money up front. Not to mention, it's gonna cost us 20 to 30,000 just to get salt. That's not getting the guys ready for winter, that's just salt purchase.
Right.
$30,000. You take 30,000 here and 20 there, they eventually add up.
Well, I know they do, Tim. I mean, we've done that every year since I've been here. We bought salt every year, you know. It ain't nothing different than what we've always done.
It's more
It is
expensive. More
different because
expensive.
we don't have the money.
Expenditures are
But
greater
the
than they were,
income is
and the
down.
income's down. That's the bottom line. It's
That's where it is.
where it is.
I've looked and I've heard, so. Y'all take that home and look at it. I really want you to look at it. I mean, that's,
When are we gonna start getting reports off the computer again?
You got one, right?
I got one right now, I can make
Quarterly
you.
report.
Yeah.
I just wondered why these were penciled in instead of.
Because we didn't have the program, which I found it on sale. The one program that I need to have the spreadsheet.
Oh, these are more like projections. She
These are
didn't have
projections, yeah,
Excel.
these are estimates, these are not actual numbers. These are all estimated numbers.
Yeah, that, she doesn't have Excel on her computer.
No, I don't have
She's working
Excel,
on
but
it.
we are working on it.
Yeah.
Should get it within the next week.
I think we're all on the same page, or I hope we are.
We're trying to do
We're
it.
trying to get this up out of the hole that we're in that's been dug, and there's no use to say how it was dug, but anyway, we want to
That's just-
get our head above the water if we can. And I think everybody needs to be working diligently before doing that. That's the reason I took the stand that I did on this conference. All right, anything else? No further information or discussion? Why, do I hear a motion we adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you for your attendance.
Yeah.